Behind every painting is a story. Some are romantic, some are tragic, and some should have stayed buried. Tonight, we're exploring 3 works of art so disturbing, they're believed to carry something with them. Something alive. Paranormal activity. Unexplained deaths. Fires that spared only one thing. The canvas. This isn't just about haunted objects. It's about what happens when the canvas doesn't stay still. Welcome to the dark side of art. And whatever you do, leave the light on. The story begins with a nameless artist. According to legend, he mixed his own blood into the paint before taking his own life, just days after finishing the piece. No gallery ever touched it. No museum dared to display it. It was never meant to be seen. And yet, it was passed down, quietly, like a secret too dangerous to speak aloud. The painting eventually ended up in the attic of a woman who refused to hang it. She said it gave her nightmares. Her grandson, Sean Robinson, inherited it after her death. He recalled stories his grandmother told him of the painting. She warned him of the strange events that happened when the painting was on display, such as strange noises of a man crying, sightings of a mysterious figure around the house. But most importantly, she warned that it was evil and needed to be locked away to protect all those around it. At first, Sean didn't believe the stories. He thought it was an oddity, a conversational piece worthy to be displayed in his home. He was curious, skeptical. He displayed the painting in the basement of his home at the request of his wife, who didn't care for the painting, claiming it freaked her out. When flooding occurred in 2010, he removed the painting from the basement and moved it to one of the bedrooms. That's when the nightmares began. At first, it was just little things. Doors slamming, sightings of a mysterious ghostly figure. All could easily be explained away, until it couldn't. Eventually, the haunting progressed. Robinson woke up to see the figure lurking at the end of the bed. His wife discovered a shadowy figure laying next to her in bed one night, and it thoroughly traumatized her. As if that wasn't scary enough, it wasn't until the couple's son, Keenan, felt a presence push him down a flight of stairs that Sean could no longer doubt the supernatural entity living within the painting. In 2011, Sean released a viral video online titled "Ghost Activity Caught on Tape, Haunted Painting, The Anguished Man."
I'll just give you a quick look at the painting first, close up. So I'm going to set up the recording equipment and leave it for approximately 8 hours. And I'll leave the light on.
In it, you can hear faint whispers, strange bangs, and a presence moving around the room. Within the comments of the video, a war between skeptics and believers ensued. Believers knew what they were looking at, and more importantly, what they were hearing. They fully believed in Robinson's video and that the haunting was real and terrifying. Of course, skeptics everywhere believe this is a hoax, especially with Robinson selling movie rights to the painting in 2016. But he remains steady in his belief that the painting is cursed. In a 2013 episode of Discovery's Weird or What, a series showcasing unexplained mysteries, he was quoted in saying, "A lot of people are skeptical, and I can understand that because I was a skeptic myself, and I still am, but the footage is there for you to see. It wasn't faked. There could be a perfectly reasonable explanation, but I haven't found one yet." Robinson continues to post updates of the painting on his YouTube channel, showcasing more paranormal activities such as distorted sounds and ghostly figures running by. Is it the soul of the artist, trapped in his final creation? Or is the painting itself alive, feeding off fear, off attention, off us? Or is this just an elaborate hoax, one created in hopes of virality and fame? Whatever the truth is, those who've lived with the painting all say the same thing. It doesn't just look anguished, it brings anguish with it. Our next painting is called The Hands Resist Him, created by artist Bill Stoneham in 1972. He said it was meant to represent the threshold between the waking world and the unconscious. At a glance, it's strange, but not terrifying. A young boy stands beside a doll in front of a glass-paned door. Behind them, dozens of handprints press against the glass, reaching, grasping, resisting. But when the painting was rediscovered in the year 2000, it took on a new life, and a much darker one. In February 2000, it was listed on eBay by a couple who claimed the painting was haunted and included a disclaimer: "Do not bid on this painting if you are faint of heart." They said the figures in the painting moved on their own. The boy would vanish. The doll's expression would change. At night, they claimed the boy would step out of the frame entirely, wandering their house, staring at them in silence. To prove it, they set up a motion-activated camera. In the photos, the boy's arms were raised. The doll held a small gun. Their positions had shifted from one frame to the next, without anyone touching the canvas. When the listing went live, it went viral. Over 30,000 people viewed the page in a matter of days. Some viewers claimed they felt dizzy or ill after looking at the painting. Others said their children screamed at the screen or refused to go near it. Several reported that their computers crashed just from loading the image. Despite the warnings, the painting sold. But even the new owner says something feels off. People refuse to stand too close. Cameras malfunction. And employees report nightmares the day after working near it. There's also a chilling coincidence. 3 individuals involved with the painting's past exhibitions, including the gallery owner who originally displayed it, reportedly died under sudden or mysterious circumstances. The first alleged victim of the painting is Henry Seldes, an art critic who wrote a review of Stoneham's debut work, including this painting, in 1974. He was found in his apartment, dead, in 1978. According to the police reports, his death was listed as a suicide. The second alleged victim is Charles Fengarden, the man who ran the gallery and contacted Stoneham to showcase his art. He passed away in 1981. The last was an owner of the painting, John Marley, the actor most famous for his horsehead scene in The Godfather. He died in open-heart surgery in 1984. It is important to note that Farley died a while after selling the painting. But after these deaths, the painting disappeared from the public eye until its famous reveal on eBay in 2000. In regards to the mysterious deaths linked to the painting, Stoneham brushes it off as mere coincidence and doesn't believe in the stories of his painting being haunted. It currently resides in the back room of Smith's Perception Fine Art Gallery in Grand Rapids, Michigan. It has been shown publicly a grand total of 6 times, and each time, the viewers report feeling off or strange after the encounters. Is it a suggestion? The power of the mind? Or is this more than a painting? Perhaps it is a portal, with something on the other side trying to get out. This is The Crying Boy, a mass-produced painting created by Italian artist Giovanni Bregolin in the 1950s. At first, it was meant to evoke sympathy, one of many portraits he painted of orphans in post-war Europe. But over time, the image began collecting a reputation, not of pity, but of fear. In 1985, Peter Hall, a Yorkshire fireman, was quoted in a national newspaper as saying, "Fire brigades across the north of England had frequently found undamaged copies of the painting amidst the ruins of burned houses." His brother, Ron Hall, who did not believe the story, bought a copy of The Crying Boy to disprove the so-called curse, but found his home in South Yorkshire mysteriously burnt down soon afterwards, with the painting being the only thing that survived. British tabloids ran wild with the story. "Blazing Curse of the Crying Boy," read one headline in The Sun. Fear spread quickly. People began burning their copies, throwing them out, warning others to never hang one on their wall. Theories surfaced like smoke in a burning room. Some claimed the painting was cursed because the artist had mistreated the child models. Others believed the boy in the portrait had died in a fire and that his spirit was now seeking revenge. One tale claimed the crying boy was an orphan whose parents died in a blaze, and wherever he went next, flames followed. Eventually, the Sun held mass burnings of the painting. People mailed them in, hoping to break the curse, hoping to end it. Others disagreed with this, claiming that it was all a hoax and weird coincidences. Some even claimed that the boy protected them, and many homes kept him displayed. But be careful what comfort you take from haunted eyes, because maybe, just maybe, he's still watching and waiting. After all, he never stops crying, and some say he never stops burning.
These aren't just stories. They're patterns, warnings, and maybe proof that some objects aren't merely haunted by spirits, but by intention. Created in pain, preserved by fear. The Anguished Man, with his silent scream echoing through decades. The boy who steps from his canvas and the hands resist him. And the tear-stained face of the crying boy, peering out from the ashes of a home that no longer exists. So the next time you find yourself in a thrift store, a flea market, or your grandmother's attic, take a second look. That painting you almost walked past? It might be watching you. Or worse, waiting for you to take it home. Don't say I didn't warn you. Keep your curiosity. But above all, leave the light on.